Uh, my name is Seth Youssef. I'm based out of Paris, France. I'm a global Field CTO covering the governance, security, compliance, and privacy globally within Snowflake. I have a use case. I have a business need to satisfy, and this is the data is here, and all the key processing that needs to be done on the data, like all the inference that needs to be done. And then you get the requirements like security, governance, and privacy requirements. So this is the gap that in the middle. And this gap actually sometimes is slowing down the business. Like you cannot go to market as quick as possible. And this is where customers are more interested into easy tools that can help them to do this with minimum level of configuration footprints, right? Like today, the data complexity is massive. Customers are looking more into closing this gap. And I believe company like Immuta, for example, here will help to close this gap by bringing all this goodness in terms of ease of use and the global view across all the data sets, right? Specifically, customers, they have global data mesh now. They need to be able to go and apply the seamless policy across this heterogeneous environment. Customers are bringing more data and more critical assets to the cloud. The main risk is the cyber threats, right? And this, for example, customers, they need to have full visibility of what's happening in their data pipeline, like from the sources to the destination. And customers, they have multi-cloud solutions as well, right? They have multiple tools. It's very rare to go to an enterprise and they have a unique solution for all their data. They have multiple. So what they want, of course, access control across all the pipeline from the source to the destination, from when the data is being consumed, recycled. And then they need to have full visibility of what's happening, right? Like they need to know, for example, what are the users they are not protected? Like what are the users they don't have, for example, network policies? What are the users? Are they coming from right sources, right? Are they authorized to access this data? And you can go and apply all the policies you want, right? In the end, you need to audit and verify if those policies are in action and enforcement. And customers, this is like the gap that might be left there and is not handled. This is where the visibility come to play. And this is where you need to see what's happening. The other thing is sometimes data becomes obsolete or stale, and it's still there, right? So customers, they need to understand, as they need to build this lifecycle management around it. You're liable for this data anyways, right? So make sure the data, when it is no longer needed by the business, destroy the data, right? And make sure, I cannot, insist more here. Visibility is a key here. If you cannot see it, you cannot protect it, right? So, and this is something has to be end to end. A blind spot should not be there in your data pipeline.